Here we are looking at AMBS. Done this one a couple times, I believe. I know at least once. Had some questions start to come in on it again, and after seeing today's action, best looking candle you can have. What do I mean by that? Well, when you have a candle that opens and that's the lowest of the day, and where it's closed is the highest of the day, that's basically the perfect candle. So again, you can see it opened down here, and that was as low as it went right at the open, and then it closed right up here, and that was as high as it went. So a nice looking candle. So from that regard, already off to a good start for the bulls here. Now the next thing I want to do is draw this key level of support, and there's kind of a couple of them, but you can see back here is when the chart kind of officially started to wake up here and made this first big move, and the highest it went was 2 cents. So change this to green because this was an important level of support. And then you also see here this purple line, which is the 50-day simple moving average. That's another key area of support valued at 0.022. And this is the exact area where, given this current pullback, basically it was a must bounce, must hold, whatever you want to call it, area. Meaning if this area here didn't hold where these key levels of support were, the next areas of support weren't until down here around the 0075 area, which obviously is much further down, and nobody would want to see the price hold. So seeing this candle form right around this area is exactly where you would want to see it and where it needs to happen. So what I'm getting at here in a kind of roundabout way is maybe there could be a chart could be a potential chart bounce here that's getting ready to take place based off of this key level of supports, like I said, and then like I started off the video with talking about this candle. Now, on any sort of bounce, what are we looking at in terms of being able to measure how strong the bounce may be? And for that, keep your eye up here on this yellow line. This is a 200-day simple moving average, and that's valued at 0.037. So if there is any sort of bounce, the first gauge, kind of thermometer level to measure how hot or cold this bounce is, basically to see how strong it is, when it gets up to that 0.037 level, that'll be very important. Now, if it goes up there and breaks through it, you could easily have a much bigger move. The chart, looking back through the past history, definitely does have history of making big moves. But from the daily chart perspective, and not really a day trading, the key thing that you're going to want to see happen is the price get above there and start to close above this yellow line. That's going to be a sign of strength and of genuine strength. Stocks can have 1 or 2 day bounces all the time, but if there's going to be any sort of sustained upwards movement, mission number one is going to be to get up here and start to put some closes above 0.037, and then after that, the resistances really begin to thin out, and there's not really anything until up here around the high fives and low sixes. But for right now, the question really becomes, is this the beginning of a bounce? And if it does start to bounce, I'm sure I'll be back to update it, but for the time being, I think this is a good place to kind of just leave the chart as it is right now. So if there are any other questions or anything on the chart, please let me know. If not, again, this was AMBS. Thanks for listening.